Welcome to the lighter side of parenting. Our aim is to share the fun side of parenting with you.
Hello everyone and welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Caroline Papula and I have with me today Yvette and Jackie. Yes, Jackie is our newest member. So we run a chain of childcare settings in the heart of London. So we have 15 settings in total, something 15, like that. Yeah.
Essex as well.
Yes. We're coming to you today as childcare practitioners and also as parents, mothers and grandparents. Don't ask which one of us. No, stop showing off. But so if you're just coming in contact with our YouTube channel for the first time, we call it the lighter side of parenting because we want you to enjoy what it is to be a parent and parenting with confidence and with ease, because we feel you don't need to have that myths around being inadequate and not being confident about being a parent. So today's topic is about settling in your children, and Yvette would introduce us to that.
Hi everyone. So today we're talking about children settling in, whether it be to nurseries or whether it be when they first start school, when they leave us to go to primary school, and it's a very difficult time for parents, and we're trying to make it as easy as possible for you. We do have some statistics, I can never say that word, that we prepared earlier. I know. And it says that settling in usually lasts from 2 to 6 weeks, depending on the individual needs of the child and family. So that's where we take every individual child, because they're all going to settle in different. We've just had children started and we can't even believe they've started because they've just settled, coming so lovely. Yeah. So Caroline, would you like to give some parents some tips or advice on what to do when they're settling the children in?
I think not even that. I think more along the lines of, obviously, when parents come in for the first time, they came. I mean, we love our practice because we would normally say to parents when they will come view the nursery, they come and see the nursery. In the past, way before COVID, they can come in and we sit down with them in the rooms and so on. That's great. But I think with COVID, obviously the restrictions, parents, we're blessed enough to have very big, large windows that parents can look in and so on. But in the last few weeks or months where we've had new children come in, obviously where unfortunately parents can't come in anymore, but they trust you enough. Once the parent understands that they do love the nursery and they want their child to start, it's the whole thing around they're coming in, they drop their child in for the first hour, and naturally the child would cry. In most cases, the children would cry. And but parents are allowed to stay outside. And the next time, but what we advise parents to do is, I mean, I remember one recently, oh my God. And I think it's more about the parents rather than the children.
Yeah.
And I think this is the one time I actually would feel like, whilst you're not telling parents off, but it's almost like this one time we're like, we love you, but please trust your child will be fine.
It's trying to get them out the door without actually turning around and saying, look, come on guys, leave your child here. They're never going to settle if you stay with them forever. So it's just that, I mean, the first hour we normally say sit at the back door, go through the paperwork.
And they can listen.
They can listen to see if their child is crying. I mean, it's not the children crying, it's normally the parents crying. Jackie's normally outside giving them a cuddle.
We've had cases, isn't it? Oh my God,
honestly. And you do feel for them because, I remember feeling like that with my children. You're leaving them with people you don't know.
It's like your pride and joy, isn't it? It's like handing them over to something that you don't really know. You've got to put all your trust in them as well.
Yeah.
But I think for us, obviously, I know we're talking about settling in different places, but I think for us, and we can speak for our own practice, even though this is not just about us, but for our own practice, we love the children too much.
Yeah.
We give them lots of cuddles. I remember when I was doing my level 3 in childcare, my assessor came to assess me and he said, oh, you can't use the word love and you can't give cuddles. But I'm thinking, right, I think I'm going to resign the job then, because if I can't do that, you know, and that's it, because that's what it's all about. The fact that you care about the children so much. Because I put myself in a parent's shoes and see, how would I feel if my child was crying? I'm leaving my child. You feel that guilt enough as a parent, don't you?
Yeah.
And then
definitely.
They're not even giving the child a cuddle, they're not comforting the child, they're not encouraging the child or anything like that. Or even you. I mean, instances where we've had to encourage parents outside But advice I would give to parents would be any childcare setting you go to, once you've left your child, if you're unsure, you can stay outside and ask the setting if you can come back in to just come and
Have
view.
a listen and
honestly,
have a look.
and you'll be so surprised. They are just pulling on your strings.
That's the case as well. You know, sometimes parents might say, "Oh, I don't know if they're playing with anybody." That's why it's always good to have the pictures that when they do collect their child, you can show this is what the child was doing, this is what the child enjoyed. You can see them engaging in their little groups, having their little conversation, their role play. That does really take a lot from the parents. They kind of think, "Oh, that is so lovely. Look what she's doing. She's got little friends there." More than they just think. They bring them in and they're sitting in the corner by themselves and you're outside worrying what they're doing.
Yeah, yeah.
So the pictures are always very helpful. The parents like to see that as well.
Yeah. So when we've had the parents come in for the hour.
Yes.
So if a child don't settle, we already know what the child is into,
That's
and we
right,
get it
what they
ready.
enjoy,
We get it ready for
I've been
them.
in the room and I've been putting out a certain set, so you know that child is really. There might be a few things like, but that is the main thing that a child enjoys doing. So to get them to settle in, to feel more comfortable and confident in themselves, to explore different kind of things. Set out. You could do a few different activities with the same kind of thing that he likes. That will get him to go around and explore different.
It does get harder sometimes, doesn't it, as they're older, because the babies, like the little ones, they just settle in so easy. Where they've come in. I mean, we've got a baby 3 months old. And he just comes in, and we're like his second family. Because
but it's because they're more aware as well, isn't it?
That's why, as they get older, they get more attached to you.
Yeah, and they spend more time at home. I mean, we had one that wouldn't settle, innit? And I think, but again, it's more about the parents, where you're saying to the parents, I know you feel you're uncomfortable, I know you don't like it, and you don't like the feeling, and you are going to worry, but just leave the child. We would give them lots of cuddles, lots of hugs. We're not going to leave them alone. Course, we will spend one-to-one time with them until they settle. And then you can just go about and call in when you feel like it. That eyeballs is like, really? Is that what
No, I'm saying, I'm listening. I'm sort of like, I say children know how to play parents as well. So
that's it.
They will play you up if they think they can get away with it. I mean, I've said to you before, like one of mine, she used to drag onto my leg even when she went to school because she knew that I would get upset over it. So in the end, I just used to go to the teachers, take her. I sound like a terrible parent for all of these, honestly.
No, but then, if, how old are your children now, to be honest?
25 now,
so we're talking about 25 years ago, isn't it? Or 23 years ago.
But it's still not the wrong way to do it, because I just think if I'd have done that right from little, where's it going, oh, don't cry, and I would get upset and I would be crying. In the end, because you have to go to school. At the end of the day, you have to go to school.
Sorry.
I would. I'm going, my baby.
Sorry, I'm laughing. I'm laughing because I'm just thinking that mine couldn't wait to get away.
I know. I couldn't wait to get away from mine, but they were crying. I had to look like a good parent. It's like, come on.
So to me, it was like, what are they getting away from? Is it me, or they're happy to go to school?
Yeah. You can't win. You can't win. The ones that are happy, you feel like, oh, they don't want to be with me. And the ones that are crying, you feel bad anyway. So either way, you can't win.
I like the way you said that as well, that they can play the parents at times as well.
Oh,
you have like a child that might come in and be having a big, like, I was talking earlier about tantrums, like literally crying, and if I might go and greet the child, good morning.
As soon as mummy shuts that door, they're like, oh, hello, I'm fine.
I think
and we say to parents, pop back, don't we? We say, pop away for 5 minutes, then pop back in and have a look.
How bright,
manipulative children can be,
very much so, But so for parents, definitely don't feel guilty. It's not about you. It's about the children, and they are fine. They always are fine, and they always will settle. And if you feel uncomfortable, you can call in to your childminder, nursery, school, whatever it is, to find out and let them know that when you dropped them this morning, they were upset. But you just want to check on them. And the other thing as well is, like, if you have if the nursery or nanny or childminder has an open door policy, you can just slowly pop back in and come and see them, and you'll be surprised. Yes. Do you have anything else to add?
No, I think that's it on the settling in. I don't think there's anything else that we can do. We just do the best, don't we?
Yeah.
And like we say, we always make sure, like we say, the parents and the children come first.
Yeah.
Like so, it's the parents crying, isn't it? We always give the parents
yes,
cuddle as well.
I had one parent that I think the 3 hour setting was on the wall for nearly 3 hours crying. I had to be back and forth just to make sure the
she kept going over and checking on the parent, giving the parent a cuddle, coming back, checking on the child.
The child was absolutely fine. It was just the parent that was really upset.
Yeah.
Trust me, we are a professional setting. We are a professional
Very
setting.
professional,
But we also work with children, so we've got to have that kind of quirky side as
Well, we care about our parents as well. We
Yeah.
care about our parents. I remember years ago, we had these parents that came in and they were brilliant. And they left the child here for I think probably about a year or two, and they had to move to a different area, so that meant they had to leave. And when they were leaving, remember they said to you that they thought the whole cuddling and the kindness
They
was
said we
we
couldn't
made
keep
it up. They thought we
They
weren't
said
going to
you
keep
won't
it
be able
up.
to keep it up. That you,
And
no,
they were
you can be that
surprised.
nice towards children. Yeah.
Yes, we can.
They were
said, "Oh,
surprised,
you proved us wrong." And then
Yeah.
another parent the other morning, she came in and she dropped her child off. I mean, we love all our children. We really do.
really do.
And she went to me, "You really do love the children, don't you?" And I was like,
yeah.
I thought, yeah, I do. I actually do. They
Yeah.
brighten up my day.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter
What
what's
we talk
happening in your
about
life.
Yeah.
They come in, we cry all day, their graduation.
Yeah,
See
only
the state
two
of us,
YouTube,
only us
yeah.
two. Only us
Yeah.
two.
Had to before onions,
again,
innit?
yeah, come on. She just sits in her office so that she doesn't have to cry.
Both of us
look.
like,
Yeah, we're like,
babies,
oh,
I'm
babies
leaving."
are coming.
Yvette, would you like to close us out?
Yes, I'd love to. Thank you very much for joining us today and subscribing to our YouTube channel. If there's anything that you'd like us to talk about, any topics, please DM us and enjoy the rest of your day or evening. Thank you. Bye.
And don't forget to share with your friends and family. Yeah, that bit.